Welcome to the Naperville Eldercare channel, brought to you by Kathy Wetters and the great folks of Right at Home of Chicago's southwest suburbs. Today's guest is Gail Williams, Director of Marketing for Deer Path Supportive Living of Huntley.
Well, welcome back to the Naperville Eldercare channel. Today our guest is Gail Williams from Deer Path Supportive Living, and we have enjoyed having Gail twice before,
Yes.
I recall, on the Silver Solutions radio show, and we're excited to have you in Naperville today and doing this video interview with us. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here. I didn't even know you had this before, so
Yeah.
I'm very excited about this.
Thanks for coming. I know it's a bit of a drive from Huntley, but as you were saying earlier, you pretty much cover a wide area.
Absolutely. This is just fine.
We'll get into it. Well, I guess the first kind of obvious question for viewers that maybe are not familiar, what is supportive living and how is it different from assisted living?
That's interesting that you ask that, because often when you say that, I'm going to a supportive living community, or I live in a supportive living community, people get the idea that, supportive, you're getting extra help. And quite frankly, that's what I thought it was at first as well. However, here in Illinois, to the best of my knowledge, supportive living is unique to the state of Illinois.
Okay.
And supportive, the word supportive has to do with affordability and Medicaid.
Okay. So that fits into the eligibility requirements then?
Yes, our community, Deer Path, is a community for the younger population. It is for individuals 22 to 64 with physical disabilities.
Okay.
And supportive, like I said, it has to do with Medicaid. So primarily most of our residents do have the Medicaid component. However, we can take private pay as well.
Both. So
Yes.
so you're equipped to do both.
Yes.
Now, when the state of Illinois is determining that they get involved in determining are they eligible or not eligible, how do they go about that?
State of Illinois really is not involved as to whether a potential resident is appropriate or not.
Okay.
There are a lot of hoops that the individual has to jump through, and it is a process. Usually the individual has to at least have Social Security disability income.
Okay, so a younger person would be usually eligible for that if they've worked some or whatnot.
We refer to it as SSDI,
SSDI.
or SSI, Social Security income. They have to at least have that, and be Medicaid approved. We also take Medicaid pending as well.
Oh, no, that's a leap in faith sometimes, huh?
It is, but in most cases it has worked out.
Good.
Right, because people have applied for Medicaid. We're just waiting for it to come through.
So it's just a timing thing.
Right.
Yeah. Now, and I know I've heard you explain this before, and each time I think I learn a little bit more, but I'm not sure I grasp it. What is a determination of need? I hear that term a lot.
Well, like I said, there's a lot of hoops that the individual has to jump through to get into supportive living. They have to qualify by being the age. They have to qualify for having a physical disability. We have to get doctor's orders. Our director of nursing has to assess the individual to make sure that they're appropriate for our community. And then they have to get what is called the determination of need, or the DON, D-O-N.
Okay.
And a determination of need is done by an outside source. And it basically asks the individual, do you need help getting up in the morning? Do you need help dressing? Do you need help feeding yourself? They ask you these questions to determine where you score on this for supportive living.
Oh, okay. So a third party does that?
Yes, usually a third party. Now, when we get individuals who come from nursing homes, and we do get plenty of those, the nursing home usually does that. When we get individuals that are out in the community, maybe living still with their family, we will contact DOORS, Department of Rehabilitative Services, to have them do that.
And then they do it. Oh, that makes perfect sense.
Right.
So now when they come and they're approved, They come not just from Illinois, but from all over the country. Is that?
Yes. As we were talking before, supportive living, like I said, in Illinois is somewhat unique. Supportive living for our age group, the 22 to 64, is even more unique. There are very, very few communities like this in the state of Illinois. There's us, and we are part of Garden Management Solutions, and then there is another company that has some out there. And then we are opening another community down in Peoria in October. So I cover, if I wanted to, I could cover the whole state and out of state. Our residents come primarily from the collar counties.
Yes.
And, but we have residents that come from the Rockford area, Southern Illinois, out of state, all over.
So where you're located is kind of strategic too. You're right there on 90. So
yeah.
If someone was coming from Southern Illinois, I guess they could come up 39 and
yes,
and make their way.
We're located in Huntley, right off of Route 47, which is about 3 miles north of Interstate 90.
Yes, yes, yeah, that's good. That's good. And so when a person moves in, what type of care can be provided for them there?
Well, back to that question earlier when you asked me what's the difference between supportive and assisted. We are somewhat like an assisted living community. So the individual that comes in, they will get help with their ADLs, their which are called their activities of daily living. Thank you. And you know, a lot of these individuals may need help bathing, personal hygiene, dressing. Medication reminders are important. We will do just about all we can for the individuals. We do not do what a skilled nursing facility will do. We are one-person transfers.
Okay.
We do not use gate belts. We do not use lifts. And when I tell an individual who is thinking of moving into Deer Path that they have to participate in their own self-preservation to a certain degree.
Yes.
I mean, we're going to help them, but they have to help themselves a little bit also.
Have that mindset.
Absolutely.
Right. And if they've come from a skilled nursing facility, that might be a shift, or mom and dad has helped care for them, that might be a shift in thinking a little bit.
It is. It is. We have individuals who have come from nursing homes who have lived there beyond a year or more.
Oh, wow.
And so they're used to everything being done. They want a glass of water, somebody will come and bring them a glass of water. They want their food changed, somebody will come and do that. We don't do that so much because our place is individual apartments. These people live in individual apartments. They can get their own glass of water from their kitchen faucet.
Right. So, which leads me into, I remember the first time I visited there, I walked in the front entrance and I looked at that staircase and I looked at the second floor and the place looked palatial. Could you maybe describe, paint a picture if you can of the layout there?
Well, thank you. It is a pretty building. It's interesting because the end of this month we will celebrate our 3rd year anniversary. And our building has 128 apartments.
Yes,
and of those apartments, 44 of those are studios, the rest are 1-bedrooms. And they're really nice apartments. The studio is 307 square feet. The 1-bedroom is 485 square feet.
That's pretty good size.
What I love most about our apartments are the bathrooms are fabulous. They're all roll-in showers, they have grab bars, they have handhelds. The vanity is open for access with wheelchair. We have grab bars by the toilet. We have a pull cord. The bathrooms are fabulous.
and so many folks worry about outfitting if they live at home or whatnot.
Right,
to get to that. Yeah. Now, the cafeteria. There's a cafeteria on the first floor.
Well, we call it a dining room. It's not really a cafeteria. It's a nice large dining room where all meals are served, and we serve them what we call restaurant style. So there's at least 2 entrees available at every meal, and the residents come in. They sit wherever they want. Wait staff will come and take their order, bring their order out to them, and clean up after them.
It's good. And how many meals a day can they get?
They can get their 3 meals a day, plus snacks. Plus snacks, yeah. And the food is fabulous. It really is good.
You can't beat that.
No, I eat there.
Yes, that is so good. Now, what other type of amenities are there in the building?
Well, we have in the building itself, the amenities that we have what is called a pub and billiards, and that I always call that my fun room because it really is a lot of fun in there.
Yes.
There's a nice big pool table in there. There's a jukebox. There's darts. There's a TV. It's a beautiful roll-up bar that is not stocked. We do karaoke in there. They just have a lot of fun. And then we also have a movie theater room, which is really nice as well. We have nice club chairs in there, a 70-inch screen, a popcorn machine, and usually on weekends there is a designated movie that will be shown, but we also use it for Wii bowling. We have a Wii bowling team, and they practice up there. We use it for chairside yoga. We use it for Tai Chi. And then we also have a full fitness center with that is open 24/7. And our residents also get laundry services and housekeeping services.
Gee, you really can't beat that. So they get socialization, and they have an apartment, and then the meals are provided, and then they have the activities of daily living assistance. You just can't beat that.
Absolutely. Yeah, we really have done a great job, I feel, with our community, with our residents, with our staff. There are lots of things to do over there, and we make sure that they have things to do over there.
Now, have you heard any of the residents when they move in, are they subtle differences or kind of major differences if you're comparing maybe a supportive living that's geared to seniors and a supportive living that's geared toward your younger set of people?
There's a big difference. Definite big difference. The average age at our place is 51.
How about that?
And it is different than being in a 65 and older community, which are great also. But our community, for the younger population, our meals are different. Our decor is different. We're very contemporary. We're hip. We're young. We have live bands that come in and play.
Wow.
We have to tailor our services to the younger population. So it is different, but that's what makes us unique.
Yes. Now, if they want to go shopping and maybe don't have a vehicle or whatever, you have some transportation arrangements set up?
We do. We provide weekly shopping trips, most often to the Walmart.
That's right across this way.
It is. Our resident service coordinator, she drives our community vehicle, and she will take our residents to Walmart, like I said, at least once a week. So we do provide that. Then there also is PACE service out there.
Okay, good.
That the individual does have to register for, and the fees are very, very nominal.
So if they had a wheelchair, there's some wheelchair equipped PACE buses.
Absolutely, yes.
Nice. Oh, that is so good. Now, and Huntley itself is not that large of a town. It's a pretty moderate.
It's growing.
It is growing.
It's growing very much so. There's probably about 40,000 out there.
Wow, how has changed? And right next door to you is the Mammoth Senior Community, Del Webb.
Yes, yes.
Without violating HIPAA, could you maybe relate over the time you've been there, maybe some situations where you know that moving into Deer Path has really been impactful on someone's life?
Well, the acuity that we see at Deer Path, we see individuals that are post-stroke, amputees, MS, Parkinson's, spina bifida, cerebral palsy, and an array of other illnesses. And we have had individuals that have been there since the very beginning and are still there.
Wow.
And we have one individual, I just love this woman, but she is post-stroke, and she has just thrived since she came there. I remember when she walked into our place, she was very timid and very shy, limited vocabulary. And now she just comes out and gives you a big hello, how are you? And she is just wonderful. And she is our puzzle queen.
Oh,
she
really?
loves to put together puzzles. So it's really, she has thrived. And actually, a lot of people have thrived over there, which I'm really grateful to see, because I think of some of these individuals, they really have no place else to go. You know, if you're at a younger age and unfortunately something happens to you, sometimes the families are not equipped to care for you. And these individuals, they don't need to be in a skilled nursing facility. So fortunately, there is Deer Path that we can fill that void for them. And I'm very grateful to be there, and I'm very grateful to see the individuals that have progressed through there.
What a blessing. What a blessing.
It is.
Well, tell us a little more about this 3rd year anniversary celebration coming up.
Yes, like I said, I can't believe that it's going to be 3 years here, the end of this month, that we will be open. We are having a luau anniversary, and it's going to be on Friday, August 26th, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., and it's just going to be a fun day. It is for our residents, it is for our referral sources, it is for our vendors, it is for our families. So we want everybody to come out and have a great time. Our menu is going to be very tropical, and we're going to have tropical beverages. And Kathy, like I said earlier, you better get yourself flexible. We're going to have a limbo contest.
That should be a hoot.
So we're going to have prizes and raffles, and as I say, get your Hawaiian shirts and tropical muumuus. Somebody asked me, what is a muumu?
That's funny. There's got to be a younger person.
Yes. Yes. So get those out.
That's funny. That is funny. Now, before I forget, will you share your contact information, the website, phone number?
Absolutely. We are Deer Path of Huntley. We are located at 12500 Regency Parkway in Huntley, Illinois, and the zip code is 60142. Our phone number is 847-515-1800. We are on the internet at www.deerpath- or dash, I guess they call it now, DSLF.com. And you can reach me at marketing-DSLF.com.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being our guest today.
Thank you for having me. I love doing this, and I'm so excited about telling you all about Deer Path. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, Cal.